Our first daughter was our pet at 14 and we raised the baby as our own child. Our first daughter committed suicide and we carried on raising the baby. My grandchild thinks we're her parents and I can't bring myself to tell her the truth even now. Our first daughter was our pet when she was 14. It destroyed her childhood and flipped our lives upside down. You always assume if you bring your child up right and take care of them nothing bad will happen, but something bad just happened anyway and there was nothing we could do afterwards to make what happened right. The man who did it got sent to jail eventually, but our daughter was never the same again. Counseling never brought her smile back, nothing seemed to work. She seemed so cold and emotionally dead from there onward and we tried so hard to connect back with her but nobody could. She was an island and didn't want to talk to anyone about anything. We as parents blamed ourselves for this. We ended up pulling our daughter out of school to homeschool her because her attendance was very bad and she suffered night terrors which kept her awake some nights. It was probably a bad decision and overprotective parenting, but we wanted to protect her and felt a regular school wasn't a safe environment for her at the time. As if the situation could be any worse, we found out our daughter was pregnant with the rapist's child. We tried to suggest an abortion because of her age and the situation, but she didn't want to. Our daughter refused to abort the pregnancy, so we kept her out of school to give birth to the baby. We raised the child as our second daughter to give our first daughter the life she was robbed. We just wanted her to enjoy her life and told her we'd raise the baby for her as her sibling and she agreed to this. When our first daughter started to become heavily suicidal, there was nothing we could do because every time we tried to get closer to her, she'd push us away worse than before. She was hospitalized several times for suicide attempts until she succeeded in committing suicide. This destroyed us. At first we hated the baby and blamed it. We blamed it for the death of our daughter and were in denial it was our fault. Eventually though we realized we were to blame, not the child who was brought into the world by no fault of their own. It took a lot of time to come to this conclusion, but we'd always looked after the baby out of respect to our daughter. The thought of giving it up to adoption went through my mind several times, but I knew my daughter didn't want this, and so did my wife. We gave our daughter, the best life we could. We bought her anything she could ever want, took her to concerts and on holidays. We even sent her to a private school despite the extra expense with hopes that she will become successful in life and live the life our daughter never got to live. She is home right now, and whenever she hugs me or my wife and says, "I love you mom and dad," it hurts like a dagger through our hearts. Her entire life is being lived believing a lie. We're actually her grandparents and she has no idea of this. We've never told her the truth about her sister being her mother. She knows her sister committed suicide, but she is too young to remember her. The thought of her not being strong enough to hear the truth scares me the most. We just don't want to see her suffer. I cannot lose both of them. I can't survive another loss like this.